Hello everyone, welcome. I'm back. Today's project is another folded ornament. So this one's called the Woven Star, and this has to be like the easiest one to do. So this is so easy, but what you need on this one, you don't want to use a cardstock. You want to use more of like a paper. And these paper packs from Hobby Lobby, the Paper Studio, they have, they're a little bit heavier than printer paper, but pretty close to printer paper. They work perfect for this. A cardstock is a little thick for this. It's going to be hard to do the fold and get a nice fold. But this is the easiest fold you're going to do, the easiest one you're going to do. So I am using the vintage Christmas paper pack. And let's put that off to the side because I already have everything cut. What you're going to need is for this size that we're making. This size will fit on a card nicely too. 4x4 squares, so you need 8 of them. So I already have mine over here folded. I'm using 2 different color papers, but I'm going to show you how to fold it on a 6x6 piece of paper. Any pattern, one color if you want, whatever you want. You do not have to use 2 different colors like I'm doing, and you'll see those in just a second. So this is so easy. Okay, all you're gonna do is fold it this way. Meet the corners. There you go. I'll grab my bone folder, which I really don't need on this paper, but, Okay, so your opening is at the top. You're going to just take it up, meet again, fold it one more time. Okay, crease it down. Easy peasy so far. Okay, so you got your open on the top. You're going to take from the bottom, which is your non-open side, and you're going to take the top and you're going to meet it down to the bottom. So what we want to do is we want this corner to be a point. So I just take and go and fold it, and I have to turn it a certain way and don't worry about it being perfect. And you can see that all the paper kind of overlaps there. Don't worry about that. All that's going to get hidden anyways. It's kind of hard to get a nice fold. Okay. So again, we're just taking the open end and we want to meet it down here at the unopened end. Okay, so to do that, I'll try to do it like this and hold it. Just get a nice corner, point in your corner, like that. Okay, and you have this. Now, don't worry, I'm going to do it 2 more times for you. Now, all you're going to do is take, and this is using the 6x6 paper I'm using, is fold it in half like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's it. That's your fold. That's all you have to do. Okay, put that aside. All right, we'll take another one. All right, we're going to fold it, meet the top. Got it so far? Now we're going to take the bottom, meet the top again. If you guys have any, paper fold one that you want to see done, let me know. I have done other ones. Some of them are kind of hard. Some people might not have patience for it. But if someone wants to see a certain one, let me know. We can definitely do it. Well, I won't say if I haven't done it before. It might be a challenge. But I love doing these paper fold things. So again, we're going to take the open end. We want to meet it down at the closed end. So we want that point there. We want to make a nice point. And we're going to put it down like that. Just like that. This is why you don't want to use a thicker paper, because it gets a little hard to do that little corner down there. And we're going to bring it down. Perfect. Perfect. And fold it in half. Just like that. Perfect. Now to put these together, you can see, you have your open end on top. And you want to find right in between the middle, like that. So that's on one side and then on the other side. Now just take something and poke it in there. Just using your fingertip will work fine. Just so you can see the openings better. So you know exactly where your paper is going to go inside. So you see that? So if I open that up, that's where those 2 halves meet together. That's what we want to do. We want to go in between those 2 halves. So again, we're going to put that there and just kind of get a little crease. We are going to take this point. So I'm going to hold it like this. Turn this one just a little bit, and then I'm going to put that inside. Put that inside that one. Put that inside that one. Okay? And give it a push. Don't worry about getting into position right now. I'm just going to push it, okay? Don't worry about how it looks right now, okay? So we have that, okay? That's how we put together. I'll show you that again when we get ready. Let's fold the 4x4. So let's bring you up. And I have all mine folded, but let's do it one more time. This is the 4x4. Like I said, this one's a perfect for on the front of your card. Again, fold it in half. And again, and you really don't have to worry about your pattern necessarily. If you use a pattern that's not directional, you're not going to see a lot of the pattern. As you can tell, you can't tell these are trees anymore. Okay, and then we're just going to meet our corner. Like that, make a little corner. We just made ourselves a little triangle. Okay, and bring this down. Sometimes if you just put your fingernail in there a little bit to make that. And then we got that. Easy peasy so far. Fold it and you have your piece. Okay. So one more time, we're going to put all our pieces together. These are what I got. Got the green holly ones and these stripe ones. So we got 4 of each. I'm going to put them in here. And again, I'll show you one more time how we're going to put it together on the big one. It'll be easier to see. Again, we want the middle of each section. You can see the middle there. And it's easier to tell on these big ones. Okay, so all we're going to do is take and push that in and just push it in for now. Like I said, don't worry about it. I'm just going to grab a pokey tool that'll be a little thinner for us. Okay, so again, start with 2 pieces. And here you kind of can't see the middles. You can see them a little bit, but let's just open them a little bit so that, you know, we can get our pieces in better. Just like that. Just so I know where they are. Okay. Now we're going to take a different color, the opposite color, and we're just going to take the points and put the points in. And I go one side, and then get one in there, and then the other one wants to always fall back out. Take your finger and just kind of help it along. There we go. Okay, and just push it like that. I know it doesn't look like much. You're thinking, I don't know what you're making, Jean. Stick with me. So then we go and just kind of bend this a little bit, just so I can find where my pieces, my middles are. Take the opposite color again. Fold it all back together here. And then we just take and slide those in. And push it down. There you go. Okay, keep going around. Do the same thing. You might not even have to really do that. I do that just to kind of make sure my opening is good enough. And all I'm doing is just kind of pushing that tip down. It'll kind of go automatically down for you. So this side needs to go a little bit. The other side's pretty good. So all I'm doing is taking my point. So I'm holding it like this. And I'm going to take these points and just slide right down. So my long side is going in. And all I do is just take it and just push it in. Don't worry about it yet. So is it looking like something now? Okay. Just keep going around. And do that again. Just push it down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I have to open it up a little bit because I'm getting close. Too close to each other. Now, if you don't have no paper, you can go get digitals and print them off. If you have a nice printer, or take it to like Kinko's, something like that. They'll print you off some paper. You know, but I wouldn't use anything thicker. It really is a little... You know, I do have RA, so things are a little bit more challenging for me, but that makes it pretty thick for this project, for this one. All right, we're going to just put this last one in. No glue required for this project. Okay, so then you have this. Now, I'm going to flip it like this, and you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to shove that into that one and connect it all. Right, there's my opening, and then there's my opening right there. And then we're just going to push it in and push it in, just like that. Now you're thinking, well, geez, that shape is kind of yucky. all you have to do is just kind of pinch it together and it'll kind of make its own. I just go around and pinch and you can kind of see it's got a nice little, the way it is. It's not a circle. Was that a stop sign? Okay, and just keep pinching it until you feel like it's all together. And I just go around and pinch it all, push it nice and tight in there, and you get this beautiful, and you don't need no glue. So you have that. Now, the finish size on this, like I said, that's why this is perfect for a card, is 4 inches. So perfect for on the front of a card. But let's go ahead and decorate this a little bit. You don't have to decorate it all if you don't want to. But we'll decorate this one up a little bit. So I'm just going to take and put some bling around. And I've got green and red that kind of match. And I think we'll use this middle size. And I'm just going to go around and kind of like, okay, let's see, where do I want to put my top? I think right there where I have no holly there. That's where I'm going to put my top. So we won't be putting a bling there. So we're going to put, no, we'll put green on there, put red on the green. I'm just going to put it right about there. You don't need to put like a whole lot on here. You don't have to decorate it at all. But I'm going to put a little, so you might want a little glue if you don't have very sticky gems. I'm just going to do that. It just kind of makes it look a little nicer, I think. And these are just half pearls that I have in my stash. You can use, you know, the rhinestones. You can use some of that paint stuff. Well, I keep forgetting what that's called. I have a bottle or two around here somewhere that makes the dots. You guys will tell me because my brain isn't working. Oh, I wanted to take that red one off because that's where we're going to punch the hole, which I should have punched first, but that's okay. There we go. So let's punch a hole in top and we'll put a ribbon on. And I'm not done yet. I want to get the hole in first though, so I don't mess things up. And then my handy dandy crocodile. Let's see, I want the smaller one. That's the smaller one. It's got 2 size punches. I'm going to use the smaller one, which is a 1/8. But you can use a bigger one. And I'm just going to eyeball here. And voila. And I got some red string around here somewhere. We'll put through. Sorry, but I got to bring it a little close so I can see what I'm doing here, guys. Then we'll just tie that. This is just twine I have in my stash. Use what you had the best you can. I do not destash anything. I rarely destash anything. My tastes have changed over the years, and I have regretted throwing things away. To this day, I regret some of the things that I've not thrown away. I've given away and stuff like that. Because I thought, well, I'm never going to use it. I haven't used it in a long time. You know, I'm not going to use it. And then, of course, it may be years, but I wish I had it. And I don't. I don't destash. If there's paper at the end of a paper pack that I don't like, I just donate it. So I use up my paper pack and donate whatever sheets I don't like and I will never use. All right, so I got some little sayings here. So we can put in that one. I don't think so. And we're just going to kind of lay it across kind of like that. And you don't have to, you know, do what you want. You can just take and put something along the bottom if you want. But I think I like going on a little angle. And my glue is right here. I reorganized my little studio here. Don't do that because then you can never find anything. I had to read. I did my. I'm sorry we don't have a craft room video yet, but oh my gosh, when I do that, we'll tell you the story of that. It's the story of my life. So let's just put a little glue on the end here and a little glue on the end here. So I've been working on my studio instead of finishing that up. So okay, and there you have that. See how simple and cute that is? So easy to make those. And then here I made, so this was a 4x4 square for this one. And then this one I didn't decorate, I just did it. This is using 6x6 squares, so how much bigger that is. Should be 6 inches, you know, but not really. 5 3/4 that one comes out to be. That one did come out to 4. 5 3/4 that one comes out to be. So you can make them bigger. Or this one is, he's so cute. This is a 2-inch squares that I used on this one. And with my fingers, I managed to do it. And that comes out to 2 inches. Don't ask me why the 6x6 doesn't come out to be 6 inches. You think it would. I'm using 6x6 paper, but it's a little slight. I might have it pushed really tight. So this was a, I believe, is this, yeah, that's a paper too. That one's from, the same thing. That's a Hobby Lobby one too, that they, I don't know if they carry it anymore. Like Candy Christmas or something like that. I forget what that's called. So we got 6x6. We got the 4x4. And we got this cute 2x2. Isn't that adorable? I love this little one. This one would be really cute to, add on to a package or anything like that. It'd be so cute. This little one you can use. And like I said, you don't have to, I didn't put much for decorations on here. And it looks perfect just that way. So that one is called the Woven Star. I might have another name too. Some of these have more than one name, but I've always called it the Woven Star. Easy to do. So there's another one. Is that like 2 or 3? I think that's the third one we did, because we did the Christmas tree, and that's what started this whole debacle. And then I did that other one, and I have, I think, one more to show you guys. One more easy fold one. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one and give it a try. Take your paper, whatever you have, scrap papers, because like I said, you just need 8 squares, whatever size you want to do. Give this a try and let me know how it goes. All right, guys, we will see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.